how the hair is blown out, and I got to press this mess out because I got places that big, and I can't be walking around looking like who did it and why don't you care? Just putting a little bit of this cheese silk infusion on my hair. That's one of my favorite products. Something that I always went back to when I stopped using it. And I'm pressing my hair out with the Cortex Beauty. I forget what this is called. I think it's called the Air Styler. I don't know, but y'all keep sleeping on Cortex products so they can keep their prices reasonable. This actually, it blows air while you're pressing your hair out. So it actually keeps the steam away from your scalp, and it like cools your curls off and everything. But I'm not going to leave this on because I feel like it might hinder y'all from hearing me talking. So I'm gonna turn this off. I'm gonna just blow dry it regular. I meant flat iron it regular. But I see everybody online trying Beyonce's $300 products, and while that's cool and all, like, I don't knock the girls for getting their money. Like, get your money, girl. However, when it comes to the black hair community, like, I feel like I can speak on this because I obviously was in the industry for like 25 years. And I've seen it evolve into so many things. Like, I've seen the beauty industry evolve so many times. And I don't know, it's just weird. It seems like all the product lines, they all come out with the same stuff. They don't come out with the stuff that people actually need or people need to actually use. Like, say for instance, you have Beyonce. She has like clarifying scalp scrub. She has moisturizing shampoo. She has hair oil. But you have a man that has dreads. Your man has locks. So your man needs conditioning. So your man needs conditioning shampoo for his hair because he has a different thing going on than you, because obviously you have color treated natural hair. So that's two different products that you're going to need in the household, period. Then you have daughters that wear braids and, you know, wear their hair out natural. So you might need totally different products for them. So you need so many different things in a black household to maintain hair. And we just keep getting the same products over and over from different people. Like, I know everybody hate grease and all that, but grease is a staple in the black community, and it's probably never going to change. No, I'm not new. Hi. No, I've been here for a while. Might be new to you. Hi. But the hair community, like I said, is a mess, and it starts with the salons. And it starts with the salons. Like, the salons are just horrible. The girls, they treat you so bad, you don't even want to go in there. And contrary to popular belief, your hair does have energy. And, you know, with people touching you, right, that's a transference of energy. Now, you can believe that if you want, you don't have to. But the facts is the facts. I'm not here to make nobody believe anything. If you want to find out, you go do that on your own. But I encourage girls to do their own hair, figure out the styles that you like, figure out how to do them, or, you know, figure out the stuff that you need to do for your children's hair, and do it yourself. because it's not worth it. The aggravation going into a salon is not worth it no more. Like, and I'm gonna tell y'all this too. The reason why you're getting bad service at all of these places is because everybody thinks they are a boss now. And that is because of social media. Social media hit and everybody thinks that, you know, they got it all in the bag. And running a business is not just having a skill and, you know, knowing how to do certain things. You have to have, thank you. You have to have, you know, other things to go with knowing how to do hair. You have to have people skills. You have to have patience. You have to have, you know, a personality to keep people, you know, entertained and keep people wanting to come back to you outside of, you know, having good service. But when you go in these salons today, these girls, they don't greet you. They look at you like you crazy. They want you to come damn near with your hair done already. That's ridiculous. And the fact that there's no salon mothers, like back in the 90s when I used to go to hair salons and stuff to get my hair done and get my hair braided and all of that, it was always an old head in there making sure the chicks that was in there doing hair was acting like they had some sense and they were treating people properly and doing people hair right. Like you will see, sometimes you'll be in the salon, somebody's hair get messed up, and you will see, you know, the salon mother come over there and either put somebody else, in, you know, put somebody else on your hair, make them fix your hair, or, you know, it just was customer service back then. And, we don't have that no more. Because you go into girls' establishments, if it's not a home salon, you go in there and it's just them. And it's no middleman, like it's no in between no more. So that's why everybody's having a hard time in these salons. These girls don't care nothing about no customer service. They want your money and that's it. But some of the products that I would love to see a black hair care line, first and foremost, the black community needs a hair care line that is affordable. Like, where are the black people that are willing to make products affordable? And y'all wonder why people from other countries come to the US and they're able to sustain and they're able to, you know, build up, is because they willing to take that $5. They know that $5 is going to equal up to $5,000 at some point, $50,000 at some point, $500,000 at some point. Black people, they want to go for the gusto. Shampoo, $20. Like, damn, what you got for $7? Like, and for me, I'm somebody that I always had, you know, I never had an issue with finding products to take care of my hair. And I don't know if that's because I grew up around people that know, you know, knew about hair and like took care of hair, know how, like my aunt went to hair school and stuff like that. And my mom was a braider. So I never really had an issue with like, oh my God, there's no hair products out here for me. Because you just knew it was Bronner Brothers. They used to have a whole set, you know, a whole line back in the day, which they still do. But, you know, people just overlook those things because that's the old school stuff and everybody's always searching for something new. But when I was working in the salon and I would try new products, I would always find myself ending up going back to the old product. Because the old school stuff just works better. And that's in my experience. Like, I would always find myself going back to the old school products. Because a lot of this new stuff, you get to using it, like these moisturizer shampoos and all of that, you get to using them, you use them for a while, next thing you know, your hair brittle and breaking off and dry and looking crazy. And it's like, well, wait a minute, only thing I did differently was switch my shampoo. How is your shampoo able to do all that? Like, And for real, like in real life, like in real life, and I'm telling you this from a hairdresser standpoint, if you know what you're doing with hair, you can use VO5 and that hair is still gonna come out good and it's still gonna grow, and you ain't even gonna know whether somebody used cheap products on your hair or not, if you're that good. But people get so hung up on the brand name, and they get hung up on, oh, I spent X amount of dollars for this brand, and girl, it's still not doing nothing spectacular for your hair. Like, it's really not. Like, I remember the Olaplex craze, like, oh my God, it's so good, it's so good. And I was working with a girl who swore by this product, and although I never bought it, I never used it, when I saw what it did for people's hair, I'm like, girl, by the time they get home, their hair gonna be dry and stiff. It's nothing spectacular about their product. It's really not. Like, but again, that's one of those things where people want to shout out the brand name. So that's the excitement. But it's all about you, either you learning your hair or the person that's doing your hair learning your hair. And y'all need to stop going to all of these people, letting all these people and all these different spirits touch your hair and around your head. Like, where did y'all get that from? Like, back in the day, they definitely ain't played that. Like, people had a hairdresser, and you went to that hairdresser, and that was it. And all the hair girls knew how to do everything. Like, it wasn't no, you went to this person for this, you went to this person for that. The only thing back in the day that you might have went to a different shop for was braids. And that's a fact. Everything else, you was going to the same person. Y'all be going to all of these different salons, messing around with all these different people, and then be wondering why you getting ran around, getting treated like crap, because they don't care about you. The new modern day stylists, they view y'all as a dollar sign. You can't even they're not viewing y'all as clients, because they feel like, I'm just trying to get this money. And that's how you're getting treated. When you go there, you can tell that you're getting serviced by somebody that has the attitude of, I'm just trying to get this money. But the hair care lines, y'all need to come out with more affordable products. Y'all need to come out with hair grease, because contrary to popular belief, tons of black people still use hair grease. And you got people that use stuff like Sulfur 8. Sulfur 8 is still in heavy rotation. Okay? Sulfur 8, people still use that. People put grease on their scalp when they have braids and stuff like that in their hair. And one product that is tried and true for me, and I always used when I was braiding, was Blue Magic. Blue Magic is going to grow that hair, honey. Blue Magic is the only grease that's going to hold that moisture in your hair, and that synthetic hair is not going to suck it out. And I done tried all the greases. Okay? That Blue Magic is what's going to make your hair grow while you got them braids in. When people say, oh, braids don't grow your hair, that is a lie. If you put them in wrong, or if you don't know what you're doing, or if you go to a hood street stylist, those braids might not grow your hair. But if you go to like a professional, like you go to somebody that's into hair care that braids, it's going to grow your hair. And me, I done came back from nothing. I was bald, like Amber Rose. Like, I was bald. So, and I done did all kinds of stuff to my hair. Like, I done left product on my hair too long because I had to run around and do something and burn my hair out. I done did all kinds of stuff. I done wore wigs. I used to wear wigs back in the day when they first hit. And when I seen what they was doing to my skin, to my forehead and stuff, I was like, oh no, I ain't got time to be losing my edges at an early age. And so I stopped wearing those because they not worth it either. And with a wig can be a protective style depending on how you have it on your head. Like the wigs you just plop on top of your head, 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna have or experience no damage, really. Because the wig is just literally sitting on top of your head. But if you put on a wig that got glue, the wigs that have combs in them, that you latch them onto your braids, if you're latching anything on to your hair underneath the wig, that's a recipe for disaster. That your hair can get broken off in those spots where you hook the combs on it. So that's a bad idea. That makes the wig not a protective style. If you have a wig on that you're gluing on, I don't care what type of protective cap you put on it. I don't care what type of, because I seen a video of Sexy Red, right? And Sexy Red got hair, right? But somebody was putting her wig on, and she had her whole hairline was like white. Like all around here was like white. So she was like, yeah. She was telling the people like, yeah, I still got all my edges. This light spot that you see right here is from my tan from me wearing the wig. No, boo, that's not a tan. That is that glue taking off the epidermis. That's taking off the outer layer of your skin. That's lighter skin under your brown skin, girl. That's the top layer of your skin coming off. That ain't no tan, sweetie. But y'all can believe that if y'all want. Believe that it's a tan if you want. Ain't no tan. Girl, that's your meat coming off. But people like to spread a lot of, false information on the internet about black hair and about black people and about people doing hair. And don't get me wrong, I see a lot of nonsense and I see a lot of things that people have been doing lately as far as all the horror stories that you hear about people going to salons, and it's like, why aren't you learning how to do your own hair? Like, every girl should know how to do at least 3 basic hairstyles that they can get away with, that they can do real quick, that they can, do on themselves on a Sunday to prepare for work or whatever. Like, I don't care if that's a roller set or, a braid out, twist out. Like, why y'all keep going where y'all getting treated bad? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's like you're dying to get treated like trash. And that's not adding up. And the other thing too is these girls book appointments with y'all. They be having 4 or 11 o'clocks. Have you sitting there from 11 to 11, okay, doing a full shift with them, right? And what you get? You ain't getting paid sitting there watching her do all of those hairs that she scheduled at the same time as you. You don't get nothing from it. Why would you sit there? Like, why? Because at this point, the stuff that I hear from the clients, it's like, what made you go for this? Like, I can't even feel sorry for you because at some point, you should have got up and rolled out. But you didn't do that. I don't know why, but at some point, eventually, y'all will figure out that, the mistreatment ain't worth it, and get on YouTube. There's so many options now for you to even figure out how to do your hair. To the point that the desperation, I'm just confused by it because you have no reason to have these experiences. Like, wigs are so easy to put on. Like, now, as far as the style, like looking for a style and getting the correct style that's suitable for you, that's one thing. But once you find a wig style that works for you, keep buying it. Like, figure out how to braid your hair or braid your hair. Get somebody to braid your hair and do your own thing. It's not that deep to sit in somebody's salon on a full Saturday and waste your whole Saturday in there and come out at 12:30 a.m. ready to cry because you done missed all the events for that day. You done missed everything you were supposed to do that day. You were supposed to go to Target. You had all kinds of stuff lined up, but you know, you sitting in the hair salon. I don't think nobody do hair that good. I don't think nobody do hair that good for you to have me sitting. And in today's time, like I don't do hair no more. I really just I be doing like my own hair and stuff like that. But sometimes I be tempted to go to a salon to like get my hair braided or whatever. But I just know I don't have the brain capacity to deal with nothing that y'all be saying be going on out here. And then like when I had my salon, I was super professional and super, you know, on top of my clients. And I treated my clients really good. Like I treated my clients like family. And I loved all my clients. Like for real. But it's no such thing as a client no more because people will up and just go to anybody. People will look at people on Instagram, look at people on TikTok, and jump right in their chair. There's no loyalty, but you look up, that not having no loyalty end up costing you. But black hair products, this is what we need. We need wooden combs, right? Because a wooden comb is going to stop your hair from, you know how you put that plastic comb in your hair, the next thing you know it's sticking all up and it got static? Yeah, that's because your hair has, it's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie. Something's happening when you use that plastic comb that is having an effect on your hair. That, yeah, I have the explanation, but I don't know. If you want to know, look it up. But wooden combs. Somebody needs to add a wooden comb to their, add different thicknesses of wooden combs, like wide tooth, fine tooth, rat tail, wooden combs. Wooden combs will be beneficial for the black community. We also need the bonnet dryers, like the, I know Layla Ali came out with one probably like, this probably was over 10 years ago at this point, but Layla Ali used to have like the dryer that got the holes, and it's like a little square, and you just fold the bonnet dryer up, and then you pull it out and just set it on top of your head to dry your hair, or like dry your rollers to dry like your twist out. The girls need that for sure. Like I said, a different grease, a new grease, or something that adds, you know, some of the newer found hair growth agents in it. You know, outside of the greases that we're used to. Conditioning shampoo, or a 2-in-1 shampoo, for sure. Like, I don't know why people don't have 2-in-1 shampoos in their line. Like, that's something that so many people need. Especially like if you have scalp issues. Like if you have scalp issues, you need conditioning shampoo on top of whatever. Like if you use a medicated shampoo, you need to go behind it with that conditioning shampoo, because you're going to need that extra conditioning, because a lot of the scalp care products dry your actual hair out. So you need more moisture when you have those types of experiences. Or like I said, dreads. If you have locks, you should always be washing your hair with a conditioning shampoo, because you can't put a glob of conditioner in your hair. You can only use a spray leave-in, or like something that's liquid, something that's or something that's like oil based, because you put a glob of conditioner in your hair, it's gonna get trapped in your locks. You ain't gonna be able to get it out, and then you're gonna have a hard time. It's gonna attract dust and dirt and stuff to your hair. Your locks gonna get dirty faster. But I don't know, y'all. I don't know. The hair community is a mess. But we do got what it takes to fix it. We just gotta stop. You know, we gotta get our professionalism in order, number one. And we gotta stop, you know, coming down on people for liking the stuff that they like or doing certain things that they do to their hair. Like, if you somebody that use grease on your hair, use grease till you blue in the face. If that's what you feel like works for your hair, use it. Don't let somebody shame you into, oh, they saying up here don't use grease no more. It's clogging up your pores. If you don't feel like that grease is clogging up your pores and you feel like that grease is growing your hair and keeping your hair on your head, why would you listen to somebody on the internet? That's not even adding up. But we gotta do a little bit better. But the beauty community, it definitely need to be knocked down and rebuilt because it is a mess. But you as an individual, you have the power to change your hair experience. Like, stop letting people treat you any kind of way just because you need something from them. Figure out how to do it yourself. And I hate to hear girls say, I can't do hair at all. I can't do hair at all. And I tried to do this. Listen, the first time you try something, it might not work out. Not even the second time. The second time you try it, it might not work out. It might not work out. But when you keep trying it, right? At some point, I don't care if it's the 511th time, you might just get it. Like, don't give up. Believe in yourself. Like, keep doing it until you figure it out. Like, you mean you don't have the desire to put in the effort to figure it out, to figure out how to do it. Because you feel like it's people, you know, around that can do it for you. And while that very well may be true, right? We had things that we never normally experienced, like the pandemic. The pandemic set everybody down. You couldn't get your hair done. You couldn't get your nails done. You couldn't get none of that. You couldn't get none of that stuff. So, again, our people, we got to figure out something. We got to figure something out. Like, figure out how to at least do something small to your hair. Like, something small. It don't even matter what it is. But I don't do hair no more, but I like to, you know, I like hair, and I like to see all the styles. I like to see all the trends. I like to see how, you know, creative people can get. But at the same time, I just wish the business aspect of it was a little bit more pleasant for, you know, the people that's out here spending their money. And who knows, maybe one day something might turn around. But right now, it sounds like y'all is out here getting a run for your money. But I also, a little bit about me, I also do, like, I help people pass their cosmetology exam. I have an e-guide called the Cosmetology Compilation that it's just a study guide that puts everything into a super simple perspective and super simple definitions that make it easy for you to remember so that you can pass your test and get out in the field. Now in Pennsylvania, because I'm in Philadelphia, there is no physical, like practical. So all of it is just a test. So it's really just, you know, you knowing your definitions and being familiar with the stuff that they try to trip you up with, or, you know, things that are similar to other things, or like the important stuff that people overlook, like science and, you know, the human body and stuff like that. So I do that, and I love when people comment on my videos and be like, oh my God, you helped me pass my test. I be so happy. I be so happy to help people because the cosmetology field is fun. Like, it was so entertaining when I was in it. I was always, like, it was just always something going on. And being in you know, being in cosmetology, everything comes across you first. Like, I talk about surgery on here a lot too, because surgery was one of the things that, you know, it goes hand in hand with beauty, like with the beauty industry. And my very first time helping somebody with a surgery was, I probably was like maybe 14, and my cousin had a breast reduction, and I, like, you know, helped her while she was recovering from her breast reduction or whatever. And that was my first experience with like a procedure like that. But I have also did kind of like caretaking for somebody before that has gotten, you know, other surgeries other than a breast reduction, like BBLs and stuff like that. But when you in the cosmetology field, all of that stuff comes to you like first. Like, you get to see that stuff firsthand, whether it be the black market version of it or it be, you know, what is it called? Whether it be the black market version or girls actually going to the doctors. Like, I've been around a lot of that. So that's why I talk about that on this channel. And I also have a book that I wrote, that this book is available on Amazon. It's called How Should I Get My Hair? And that's basically the answer to a question that I am constantly asked as a stylist. Like, people constantly ask me, well, how should I get my hair? Or what should I do? So that book is like the long answer to how you should get your hair. Like, it tells you about a lot of styles, about how a lot of things came about different hairstyles and different experiences, and just the overall journey with hair for the black woman. And that is on Amazon. But you can visit my Linktree, www.linktree/thechrissy shop, and you can get my cosmetology exam study guide, and you can also get the book that I have on Amazon. And what else is on there? So I help people lose weight, or, get into exercise and proper eating. So basically changing your relationship with food and exercise. I do that too. And I love doing that because I love to see people overcoming their eating addiction, which people don't think that's a big deal or like that's the real thing. But in all actuality, when you're somebody who is addicted to food, you think it's something that you need to live, so you don't realize that you're doing something wrong. And yeah, you can eat. Like me, if y'all look at my channel, like the stuff I be cooking, like I be cooking some crazy stuff. But I do some crazy diets too. Like, I have my moments where I let my system take a break. I gotta curl this mess. Now, I ain't gonna trim my ends this time, but I wasn't gonna curl my hair on here, but yeah, I have that e-guide is on my Linktree as well, and that one is called the meat and potatoes, if you're interested in that. So it's something on there for everybody. And I also have a journal too. I have a journal for you to, write down your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. And it's always good to keep a written version of yourself somewhere so that you can go back to it and you can refer to it, see how far you've came or how far you got away from where you was trying to go at. But those are the things that I actually do outside of talking trash on YouTube. So if anybody's interested in that, knock yourself out. You purchase anything from me, it is helping a little United Negro go to school. One of my kids. Okay, y'all? So just keep that in mind, honey. I got to take care of these children. Well, they grown now, but child, these kids, they don't stop kidding. Even after they get grown, it get worse. Child, I wish all I had to pay for was Pampers and milk. Now they be like, Mom, I need an alternator for my car. You're like, what? Mom, I need brakes. What? Where y'all think we're supposed to get all this money from? But yeah, you was helping taking care of 2 United Negroes out here on these streets when you purchased from me, okay? But I just wanted to talk to y'all about, you know, black hair and hair products and the beauty industry and stuff like that, because that's my lane. That's what I was into. That's what I'm the most familiar with. So I will see y'all on the next live or wherever. Y'all know I stay in the comments, but now I have viral videos, so all the comments don't come up. So if I don't respond to your comments, especially my regular people, don't get offended because it might not have came to my phone. So if I ignored you, you know it's not intentional, because you know I love y'all and I will talk to all y'all because I talk too much. That's part of my problem. Okay? But if I don't respond to you, it's because I didn't see it. But I love y'all and I'll see y'all next time.